Let's take this real into the real world. If you give me a card, you can mail me the chocolate as well.
We'll put our mailing address. Not really.
You can
But
have it if you're going to send me chocolate.
chocolate's always welcome.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Wizard's Guide, your guide to all things Wizards Unite. I'm Brittany. If I have not met you before, then welcome to my living room. My husband Mike is the other half of the Wizard's Guide. He is actually hard at work at the office right now down in Nashville, and when he gets home tonight, then we will film the latter half of this episode. But before we get into what you clicked on this video for, which was to discuss the social mechanics of Niantic's upcoming game Wizards Unite and their current game that we play, Pokemon Go, and how the two compare, I wanted to answer a question that we've gotten from several people, which is, where have you been? Where have you been? Why did you stop uploading content? Are you coming back? That answer is kind of twofold. Part of it was that we wanted to upgrade equipment. Mike and I have been wedding photographers for years. We actually just recently closed that business this past year. And so our equipment really focused on still photography and photojournalism, not on videography. This is a whole new world for us, which we quickly realized was going to be a whole new investment in equipment. So that was part of it. The other part is a little more private. It's a little more difficult to share, but I am a big advocate for transparency and a big supporter of the End the Stigma movement in regards to mental health. Mike and I have discussed from the get-go, when we decided that we wanted to do this channel, how much of our private lives do we want broadcast to the world, especially when the game drops and we're recording more frequently. While I'm sure that there are parts of our lives that you would all appreciate that we keep private, I decided that speaking openly about my mental health was something that I did want to be open with, and I wanted to be honest about why we had not uploaded content in such a long time. I have struggled with mental health my entire life, and into my adult life, it's sort of taken on different forms. In the past year or so, Mike and I in our personal lives have really struggled through some things, and that threw me into a really deep depression. I struggled to crawl my way out of that for a long time, and the kind of a byproduct of that was that my social anxiety had kind of reared its ugly head again. Even something as simple as going to the grocery store to get groceries for the family became really difficult for me. Having to just interact with like the cashier was something that would just like throw me into an absolute panic. And so I didn't go to the grocery store. When you don't go to the grocery store, you have to eat. And so what did we eat? A lot of fast food. And when you eat a lot of fast food, you get fat. So I kept seeing a lot of weight gain. And so having to be in front of the camera and play that back was just a nightmare. And also just the anxiety of having to like talk to viewers on a camera it just made me so anxious. We're not over that by any means. It's something that I've struggled with my whole life, and I'll continue to struggle with. But we're in a much healthier place, and I'm so grateful to have a very supportive spouse who understands those struggles and has walked me through those for the past 10 years. And so when I told him I need to put the brakes on recording videos, he was very understanding about that and joined alongside me to help me get healthy. So I feel a lot more like myself, which is great. But if that's something that you guys struggle with, I encourage you to reach out and get help. leave me a comment, shoot me an email, find me on Facebook. I'm always happy to be a supportive and listening ear for someone that's struggling. But as always, I encourage you to reach out to a mental health professional that can help you walk through that. They have been just game changers in my life. And so I am happy to report that I am much healthier and we are back and we are excited. And Mike is very happy that we have upgraded to new Canon equipment. So we're just excited to take this new journey into videography. It'll be a new challenge and it will certainly be a new learning experience for both of us. So anyways, that's where we've been, guys. Thank you for those who have reached out. Thank you for those who have checked on us, both our subscribers and our friends and family. So with all of that said and all my crazy just laid out here for all of y'all to know, let's get into social mechanics in Wizards Unite, what we'd like to see, and what we've got currently in Pokemon Go. Hey guys, welcome back. Mike came home.
What's up, guys?
And it's usually like hot as Hades here, but today we got clouds, and so it's real dark in the house, so we had to come out here. So you're hanging out in our backyard jungle with us.
With Carlita back here.
Carlita, my favorite house plant.
That's
who
right.
Got to hang out outside for a little while. So Mike came back. Let's just jump right back into it. The reason you clicked on this video in the first place is to talk about the social mechanics in the upcoming Wizards Unite and, of course, in Pokemon Go.
Yep. All right. So what we know for fact is Niantic is tied to both Pokemon Go and to Wizards Unite. And recently they put out an update on Pokemon that is relating to a friends list. So you're actually able to socialize with people that you know, people that you want to keep up with, in ways of sending gifts to each other and trading Pokemon. So what's really neat about this is that you're able to kind of keep up with your friends list and see what people have caught recently. You're able to send each other gifts, which will give you some items that you can add to your inventory. And it's really neat. It's a really neat feature. One of the cooler parts about the friends list, like I said a second ago, is being able to trade with people, which is a huge aspect of the original Pokemon game, which I know.
I didn't play it.
But for old school Pokemon players, it was a huge deal to be able to trade Pokemon, and it's so cool that they're finally in the game after 2 years. So that's awesome. So
let me just say,
yeah.
I won't do trades with anybody, and it's making Mike and Micah real mad. Like, I traded a Pidgey, but like I want to find them all on my own or like collect them on my own. So I don't like. I have been trying to hatch a freaking milk tank since like forever ago, and it's not happening. And I don't want to trade them for a milk tank. I want to get my own Jiggly Teats milk tank myself.
I have 3 of them, so I've been trying to get a shiny Charmander from her since trading was released, and she's not going for it. But anyway, so that's just kind of the cool things that they've added to Pokemon. So how can that relate to Wizards Unite when it comes out? Like, what aspects of this functionality can Niantic utilize in the Harry Potter universe? So, of course, just plain as day to speculate would be trading beasts. If you catch a beast out in the world and you have it, you're able to trade it with a buddy. Of course, it's just like Pokemon, though, and we don't want this to be just like Pokemon. So, what if you're able to trade items that would help with your profession or your potion making, something like that, to where you're able to take those items from people that may have got something from across the country that you can't get, but you can get it through the trading.
Yeah. So we talked about like professions in a previous video, right? Didn't we talk about that?
Yeah. So that was like 6 months ago, so you guys probably forgot.
A minute. So I guess this would all be assuming that we had professions, and that there was, well, I would still like to see some sort of auction house. Like, I've clung to that idea, and it's probably not going to happen because that's my luck. But I would love to see that, like, I could create something, like if I made robes or whatever, and like my friends, I could gift those to them instead of them going into the auction house or something like that.
Yep.
But of course, that's all just assuming that like we have an auction house.
Yeah, and so
Which probably won't happen.
There's going to be another video that I want to do with Britt that I haven't really talked to her too much about, but it's
going to be called "My Wife is Super Hot."
Yes, that's already a video in progress. She just doesn't know about it.
I'm so smart.
But anyway, I'm wanting to do a video about my worries about Wizards Unite after Hogwarts Mystery came out. Portkey Games is attached to both of those games, you know, Wizards Unite and Hogwarts Mystery. I know that Jam City was the main developer and stuff on Hogwarts Mystery, but Portkey Games is still associated with it, and based off of that game, yeah, which I know some of you guys are enjoying that game. We'll just come out and say it. We do not like it very much.
Our daughter liked it.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's easy for her to just tap the screen. Okay, let's not get into
all right, but anyway,
that,
we're going to do a video that is going to cover some of my worries with Wizards Unite, with some new thoughts and things that I'm going to get into, like, are professions possible in a mobile game like this? So we'll get into that later. But if it is, and even if it isn't, being able to trade certain items.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Would be cool.
I would send you a robe.
Oh, I would send you
a
potion.
Like when we first started dating, you had some real weird clothes, and like I gifted you better ones.
Well, she doesn't know. I already gave her a love potion, and that's why we're still together.
I can believe that.
So we'd reenact that in the game. But another cool idea that I actually heard in a video a couple weeks ago, when there was a few WUtubers out there that collaborated. It was Adam the Or, Witches Unite, and
was it Portkey Adventures?
Portkey Adventures, yes. And I think it was Witches Unite mentioned being able to trade like cards and stuff. You know, the chocolate frogs and the cards you can get.
That would be cool. But
that
like,
would be awesome.
I want the chocolate too.
Oh.
So maybe let's take this real into the real world. If you give me a card, you can mail me the chocolate as well.
We'll put our mailing address. Not really.
You can have it if you're going to send me chocolate.
Chocolate's always welcome in the Berkey house, for sure. But anyway, having just the friend aspect in the game is going to be so awesome as well. That was one.
That's a bug.
What?
I'm not built for the outdoors.
No, you're not. But that's okay. We're going to get outdoors quite a bit when Wizards Unite comes out.
Sorry. Stop.
All right, so but just having the ability to have friends in the game is a huge plus, and hopefully it is in the release of Wizards Unite, and we don't have to wait 2 years after the release.
Ever. So, if we're talking about the social aspect of the game, we have to talk about teams.
Yeah.
So we've heard, are we going to be in Hogwarts, or are we not going to be in Hogwarts? Are we going to be sorted into houses, or are we going to be sorted into schools based on region? Or none of those things going to come into play?
And this was a video topic, again, from 6-7 months ago that we've already recorded. I feel like we're probably still in the same mindset as what we were speculating back then.
What?
That there are going to be teams, and I at least think that it's all going to be Hogwarts themed. That is the majority of your fan base for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
This game is called Harry Potter. You're going to generate very casual Harry Potter fans to download the game to try it out. And if they don't see Gryffindor and Slytherin and Hufflepuff and all them, if they don't,
because those are a lot more recognizable than like the schools across the globe.
Yeah.
For like somebody casual.
And you've got to have some tie to the epicness of the Harry Potter story, and I feel like we'd miss a huge opportunity if our player base in Wizards Unite couldn't be a part of their favorite house from their favorite movie series or book series.
And I already have like all the clothes for the whole family.
You know how awesome I feel representing the Team Instinct shirts, walking around and stuff. already have those clothes. What if they just change the Pokemon teams on us?
But we have like all of our house stuff. We have 2 Gryffindors and a Hufflepuff kid and a Ravenclaw
Yep.
kid. And like, I want to walk around with my wand in my sweatshirt.
That's right. I got all kinds of Gryffindor stuff. Go Gryffindor, by the way. But I think that's about all we wanted to cover in this. We just wanted to get back in the swing of things. We're going to be recording a lot of videos coming up. We got a new setup that I'm super excited about. I love messing with it. But we're going to a family reunion this weekend. We got the Eevee event, Pokemon Go, coming up. There's all kinds of cool stuff coming up that we're going to record and pretty much bring this camera around with us everywhere we go, which will be cool. So
yeah, fun stuff. So what social aspects do you want to see in the game from Pokemon Go or new ones? Comment below. Subscribe for more videos, and
for sure.
We'll holler at you later.
I'm gonna slap the lens because you got to do it.
That's
at the
what all of
beginning.
the young ones do.
Look how cool I am. I'm gonna slap it. You ready? All right. Thanks for watching, guys.